Hi, I'm Johnnie, and I'm one of the Golden Queers. On this channel, we're going to be talking about being queer people over 50, living in a society that centers on cis hetero male above all others. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal health. Part of getting older is the changing physicality and, in many cases, deteriorating health. Our next vlog will talk about our experiences with health insurance, but first, here's why I need health care. I have an ongoing number of medical conditions and diseases. Just to give you the overview, here are the big ones in no particular order. Trigeminal neuralgia, IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, osteoarthritis, psoriasis, and psoriatic arthritis, and facet joint disease, which is triggered by my osteoarthritis. So how did I get here? Well, it's been a long, windy path to be able to get these diagnoses. And at first, when I set out on this, I didn't think it was going to be as serious as it has gotten ultimately. I have a skin condition on my hands, and it's been ongoing for several years. And I've been trying to get some doctor to look at it and tell me what's going on. And I went to my primary care doctor, and she just threw steroid cream at me and sent me on my way. Same thing with my back. I know I have a lot of pain in my lower back, and I asked for x-rays, and so she ordered the x-rays and had them taken and never called me back with any of the results. And so on my healthcare, I can go into my chart and see what's going on. So for my skin, I finally took myself to a clinic that deals with this kind of stuff, and I went through a battery of tests. I went through some allergy tests, and by the time we got around to it, it turns out that yes, I do have psoriasis, and I am now on injectables for that, taking a biologic called Humira for psoriasis. Psoriatic arthritis is pretty much managed with pain management. With that, I have the facet joint disease in my back. So right now I'm going through trials to see what's going to work. I'm a candidate for what's called nerve ablation, where they put an electrical probe in there and they zap the nerve and they burn it off. I'm going through my second trial to qualify for that procedure. Yes, all during this COVID-19, I'm getting these procedures done that are desperately needed to see if we can control the pain in my back, so that I don't have to go back on opioids, because that's the last thing I'm gonna do. So that kind of covers both what's going on and my treatment plan. So what does this cost in time and ability? Well, in time, I've got a lot of doctor's appointments, and I was getting physical therapy, but I've suspended that with the virus. So hopefully that will come back into play in the fall, and I will stay up on my physical therapy program at home. But what does it cost? So my time, I go to doctor appointments, I have to spend time in the clinics. The procedures take about an hour from start to finish. So sitting around waiting in offices to see doctors, seeing the doctors, and then getting some prescription or understanding more about my conditions. That's what happened when they sent me to neurology. And neurology put me through the MRI to look at both my neck and my back. Turns out the back's a little worse than the neck, so I'm getting procedures done on that first. Ability, well, over the last few years, my strength has been going. Like I couldn't even open cans of jars. I couldn't lift anything over 10 pounds almost. So with getting back on a treatment program and physical therapy, I'm starting to get some of my strength back, so I can lift things again and open cans again and do some other stuff again. I couldn't walk anymore because I was having shooting pains down my legs and in my hip. One of my goals is to get back to walking again around the lake, because it's one of my favorite things to do, and it's really pretty out there. I'm also taking time to apply for disability and Medicaid, and that certainly has taken a chunk of my time. Now that I've got my visits out of the way with my disability specialist, I've got my application submitted, I have a few more forms to put through for Medicaid, and then once all that's done, it's sitting back and waiting for the judgments. That's what's going on with my health, and it's a big, huge thing. But I'm really, really glad that I'm finally getting some answers to what's going on with my body, because I had been terribly, terribly concerned. And so is my spouse, who was the one who said, hey, call somebody. So I did. We are currently posting 1 to 2 videos a week on this channel, so go ahead and hit that subscription button and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time a new video ends up in your inbox. You can also leave us a comment down below. Let us know about your health experiences.